Hi everyone, welcome to The Explorer. Hi everyone, today's lesson is a revision of the simple present and past tense.
Before you start to write sentences in the simple present or simple past tense, let me revise with you two important words in a sentence. The first word is subject. Subject. Now, what is a subject? The subject in a sentence is the person, animal, thing, or place that we talk about. And the subject is always at the beginning of a sentence. I would like you to give me some examples of subject. Okay, so now what I want you to do is you're going to write in English and the words are given in Bahasa Malaysia. Okay, so look at number 1. Kerajaan. So you have to write the government. So this is a subject. Okay, number 2. Seorang pemimpin yang bertanggung jawab is a responsible leader. So a responsible leader, this is the subject. We're talking about a responsible leader in a sentence. Right, so you try and do the rest on your own. Okay, so if you start the sentence with these words, that means these words are called the subject of the sentence. Next is the verb. The verb is the action words, kata kerja. Okay, take a look at the Bahasa Malaysia word menafikan. So deny. So I want you to write deny, D-E-N-Y. That is a verb. Okay, try the rest on your own. The second one, number 2, that is think. Okay, give me the base form action word. Think. Try number 3, number 4, and number 5. Okay, you can check the answers with me later. Knowing the subject and the verb, let's take a look at the forms of verb now. A verb in English can be in different forms. For example, the word go. Go, goes. This is considered as present. Then you have went, past. Going, that's present participle, and gone is past participle. Another example, think, thinks, that's present. Past tense, thought. Present participle is thinking, and the past participle is thought. Another one, launched, launches. Past tense is launched. ing, there is a present participle, launching, and the past participle is launched. Okay, so for this lesson, I will only talk about the first one, go, goes. That is the present tense verb, and the past tense verb, went. Okay, go, goes, went. Or things, taught, that's past tense. Launch, launches, and launched, past tense. When we talk about the simple present tense, you must always remember the subject and verb agreement. If the subject is in the singular form, then it must be with a singular verb. Plural subject goes with a plural verb. So if you take a look at the two tables here, singular subject, he, she, it, one, right, or the bag, the lady, the cat, they are all singular subject, and you must go with a singular verb. And the singular verb is the verb with the S. Right, okay, and then when you take a look at the right hand side, another table, plural subject goes with a plural verb. I and you. Okay, take a look at are you. Exceptional. Okay, we, they, the boy, the bags, the ladies, cats, they are all considered as plural subject, and the plural subject goes with a plural verb, and the plural verb is the verb without the S. Okay, so normally you will say we go, they inform. Alright, okay, we have, and not we has. Right, so these are things that you would have learned long ago. I'm sure most of you can understand what I'm talking about. The simple present tense. Now, as I've told you earlier, simple present tense uses the verb with s and without the s. Simple present tense is used to show habitual action, perbuatan yang selalu berlaku. Okay, so if you look at this sentence in Bahasa Malaysia, you know that this action is habitual action. How do you know? Because the word 2 minggu sekali, that means it is habitual once a fortnight. Okay, so once a fortnight, this is habitual. And what happened? Subject, dia, then your verb is berjumpa. Okay, so when you write this sentence in English, you must always remember to write the subject first. So the subject is a person, that is he, okay, followed by the verb, and this verb is see or sees. Okay, so I told you present tense, the verb with s or without the s, s-e-e, s-e-e-s. So the answer sees. Why not see? Why without the s is not correct? The reason is singular subject. He is singular subject. Use a singular verb. Okay, and then sees who? A doctor. The time once a fortnight. Why? Because subject again he, and the verb now always has. Okay, so we use the word always, which means sering. Always, then only you have your verb. Okay, so the word always usually often is between the subject and the verb. Okay, so he always has a headache. Stop. Okay, so when you read the whole sentence, you find that this sentence has a subject followed by a verb. He sees a doctor once a fortnight because he always has a headache. Alright, so that's for simple present tense showing habitual action. Okay, so you need to copy this sentence into your paper. Alright, next one is B. The next sentence, again, this sentence is simple present tense showing habitual action. How do you know? The word selalu. Okay, selalu is always. So this tells you that this sentence is habitual action. Alright, and you need to write the subject first. So what is the subject? So subject is also about people. Okay, busy parents, subject, followed by the verb always, verb by or buys, s or without the s. Okay, so answer is always buy without the s now. Why? Plural subject, busy parents, more than one person. Okay, so there's plural, and plural subject, use the plural verb. Plural verb is without the s. So busy parents always buy. Buy what? You have to write it on your own. Okay, you continue the sentence. Buy what? Junk food. For who? For not junk food, sorry, a fast food. Okay, fast food. For who? For their children. Okay, for their children. So when you write the sentence, you'll find that you need to have the subject first, followed by your verb. Okay, and then you continue writing the whole sentence. Alright, so write now. Besides showing habitual action, simple present tense is also used to show a fact, satu kenyataan. Let's take a look at sentence A. Read the sentence on your own. Now we're going to write in English. Nowadays. So you start your sentence with the word nowadays. That's sejak kebelakangan ini. Nowadays, one word, comma, subject, almost everyone between the age of 12 and 50 That's your subject. Okay, so I repeat. Nowadays, almost everyone between the age of 12 and 15. Subject. Verb. Own, O-W-N, or O-W-N-S. Okay, so you have to decide. Own or owns. What? A handphone. Okay, or a mobile phone. Or a computer. Or a computer. Full stop. Okay, so if you read your sentence again, you find that you are writing the subject first. After the subject, then you will have your verb. And the verb that you have written is the verb with S or without the S. Own, O-W-N, or owns. Okay, because simple present tense verb is the S or without the verb without the S. Okay, own or owns a mobile phone or a computer. Okay, so write this sentence now on your own. Sentence B. Subject. Information and communications technology. Okay, so write your subject. Information and communications technology. That's your subject. Okay, verb. Has or have. Has or have. Okay, you choose on your own. Information and communications technology. That's the subject. Verb. Has or have. A great impact. A great impact. On who? On the society. On the society. Full stop. Okay, so when you write your sentence B, again, I need to remind you, please make sure that you have the subject. And after writing the subject, you need to have the verb. Okay, and the verb that we are talking about is the verb with S or without the S. Alright, okay, so that's sentence B. Now I want you to write the answer for the rest of the questions on your own. C, D. Okay, so please check D, subject, and your verb. Okay, and before the verb you need to have the modal, can. Okay, so please read the sentence and write on your own. The next 4 sentences are also about ICT, that's information and communications technology. Alright, okay, so what I want you to do is to read the sentence on your own, and you need to write the sentences in English. Alright, okay, so subject, always remember, there must be a subject followed by a verb. Okay, so try writing out these sentences on your own. Next, we move on to the simple past tense. Simple past tense is used to show a past action, perbuatan yang sudah berlaku. Now, how do you know that it is a past action? So, of course, you need to read the sentence. Okay, so please read all the sentences from A, B, and C. Okay, all the 3 sentences, and you find that these 3 sentences is about past actions. Alright, okay, so A sentence. Read the sentence now, and you need to write in English. So what is the subject? A few crows. After writing the subject, you need to have a verb, and the verb bertengkek in English is perch. P-E-R-C-H. Purge. So purge, purchase, present. Past tense is purged, P-E-R-C-H-E-D. So you need to use the past tense verb here. The reason is because this sentence is already a past action. Okay, so purged where? On my father's car, and the time is just now. Okay, so we read the whole sentence again. A few crows perched on my father's car just now. So this sentence is past tense. Okay. Next, take a look at B. Subject. A few students. Okay, so a few students, that's the subject. Verb. Fail. F-A-I-L-E-D. You need to use the past tense. Fail. Fail what? Fail in the last final year exam. Okay, so in the last final year exam means dalam peperiksaan akhir tahun yang lalu. So this is actually a past action. So your verb is F-A-I-L-E-D. Okay, so can you please write this sentence on your own? The next few sentences you will read and write the answer. Okay, so please remember, whenever you write a sentence, there must be a subject followed by the verb. And the verb that you're going to write now is the past tense verb. Alright, 3 more sentences. You can try writing out the 3 sentences below on your own. Okay, so always remember, subject followed by a verb. And the verb that you are writing now is in the simple past tense. Now, this exercise requires you to fill in the blanks with the correct verb form. So the verb form will be either in the simple present tense or in past tense. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to read the sentence and ask yourself, is this present, showing habitual action or a fact? If the answer is yes, then you need to think of the verb, as or without the as. Okay, so if the answer or the sentence is in the simple past tense, then you need to use the past tense verb. Okay, so please copy these sentences from number 1 to number 10 in your foolscap paper and answer the questions. Alright, now time for you to write and practice what you have learned. Okay, so now I'm giving you a question. Right? The question is the internet good for us? Discuss. And what I want you to do is to just write an introduction for this topic. Alright, okay, so if you read the question again, is the internet good for us? Discuss. So you need to discuss whether the internet is good for us. Okay, so remember, you are only writing an introduction. Right, okay, so it's only 1 paragraph, and I would like to see your paragraph written using the simple present tense. Okay, so of course you need to use the simple present tense as you talk about a fact. Okay, now how to start your introduction? How to write an introduction for this topic? Now, if you have forgotten, you need to refer to your notes that I've given you earlier. Alright, okay, the first thing is you need to give some information about the question. Alright, so in this sentence, right, in the question, you need to give information about the internet. Alright, so some information about the internet. After that, you need to give your stand. Do you agree that the internet is good for us? Okay, so if you agree, then you need to have a thesis statement. So the thesis statement will list 3 reasons, okay, why you say that the internet is good. Alright, okay, so or 3 advantages of the internet. Alright, okay, now I help you with some points. So check, take a look, read the points on your own. Alright, okay, and see if you can find 3 main points to be written or to be included in your thesis statement. Right? So of course, you are not going to copy everything that you have read here. Right? So I give you these sentences here to help you so that you are able to generate 3 points, right? Or to come up with 3 points and you write it in your thesis statement. Okay, so you can start writing now.
That's all for today's lesson. Thank you. Subscribe the Explorer for more lessons. Have a nice day.